Shout out to Kopish.
Shout out to Kopish, guys.
All the good work
the
up.
two legends, Emil Heskey, Howard Gill. Can't get much better than that guy. Yeah. You know what to do now. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm with legends, guys.
Kopish.
Good evening, lovely people, or good morning or good afternoon, depending where you're watching. Hope you're all well, and welcome back to another Kop-ish live special show. Now, there is no title, as you can see, but we have got a topic to discuss. Now, obviously, everyone in the Liverpool community right now is talking about centre midfield. We need a midfielder. We need a midfielder. I'd say about 98% of Liverpool fans would like a midfielder. A lot of Liverpool fans would also like another forward. However, what we haven't really done is look at our competition in terms of their squads. Chelsea have been throwing bids left, right, and centre and been getting rejected more times than someone swiping right or left on Tinder. Arsenal have been acquiring players who a lot of people didn't necessarily think they could get. Man United are chasing De Jong and they are losing the race. Tottenham look like they've done fantastic business under Conte. And then you've got other teams as well doing what they're doing. Man City obviously got Haaland, but could be losing Bernardo Silva. They've lost Sterling. They've lost Zinchenko. They've also lost Jesus. We're not focusing on those teams. So this show, we're actually going to sit down and we're going to look at our rivals in the Big Six and see how far off their squads they are. Because we sit here and say, look, we're maybe 2 or 3 players short from having the perfect squad. How far away are the other teams? I think it's going to be an interesting one. Plus, it could put a few things in perspective. Again, I doubt it, but we may come away from this saying, you know what, we might be able to win the league even if we don't sign a centre midfielder. Again, I doubt it, but you never know. Could change some people's opinions. So, Matt Drift, how you doing? How you guys feeling?
I don't know.
I'll be a bit more. I know, just thinking. I'll be more decisive in it. Even though we're about to chop up like how we feel what the rivals have, and we're not going to be no bias. It's just going to be strictly football. What we're about to talk now, football brain now on point now. Yeah. But before we get into that, this is what I think about our rivals. Yeah. All right. Cool. Let's get that out of the way first.
I wasn't even expecting.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. That was left. That was left field.
Man don't rate the rivals, bro. Man don't rate the rivals. Bar one, maybe. But we move.
That was left field.
So, guys, which team do you guys want to start with?
All right, let's start with the In fact, you know what? Let's start with the potential surprise package of the season. That could be Arsenal.
The team that Arsenal plays You'll Never Walk Alone now.
I'm gonna say Arsenal. Reason being is because even though I still think, obviously, they're not going to challenge for the title. I think they're blatantly.
According to Guna Lee, they are.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Yeah. According to Guna Lee, they're going to be third. Ain't that right, Guna
Lee? Lee ain't by himself. But deep down, I genuinely believe there is a lot of Arsenal fans that believe that they're going to be in a title race, but they just don't want to say it because it's going to make them look silly if it doesn't work. But I can hear by the way they're talking, I can see it in the tone of their voice.
Because the thing is,
it's hard to believe Arsenal fans think they're going to be silly before they say something.
They're not going to be silly. But I think what it is, if they're going to be silly, I guess now's the best time. The season started, they won their first game. What they're saying
are they the same Arsenal fans that will talk crap about you and call you up because we drew a game the following week after we beat them 4-0? Those same fans, yeah? You don't think they're going to...
Yeah.
All right.
The reason why I say they could be like a kind of dark horse is because not because I think they'll challenge for a title. I just think they're going to be more problematic this season for a lot of teams, and we have to keep it 100 because they have got a better starting 11 because Saliba goes into the centre back position. Ben White, as good as he is, I think he's not better than Saliba from what I saw last season. I saw what Saliba was doing last season. He had a very good season for Marseille. They They've also brought in Jesus, who, let's be real, is a way better upgrade than Lacazette. Saka's a year older. Martinelli's a year older. They got more experience. Xhaka, for all of his faults, seems like he's finally settled down. Maybe because he's not the captain, less pressure on him. He can go out and just play the game. Odegaard's that little bit older as well. So I know obviously we joke about Arsenal, but this is just us now being serious now. If you look at least their starting 11, you would say at least their starting 11 is a lot better than what they had last year. And it's got that little bit more experience. And even though I feel like, again, they're going to fight to get into that top 4, they still might make that top 4, by the way. They might. They're going to be problematic. I don't think Arsenal are going to be the same Arsenal that people just take for granted and you just think, well, it's Arsenal, really. You know what they're going to do. I think you have to give them a little bit more respect when you look at their team, in my opinion, anyway.
Well, now you said that, Matt, I'm going to go and bring up their team and we're going to see what we've got to work with. Before I do that, though, I've got a shout out to someone in the comments I ain't seen in a little while. Shout out to Jerry James, the Jerry James Show. Big up yourself.
Hey, big up Jerry James, you know. Hey, you're doing big things, brother. I see the channel.
I was going to say, doing great stuff. So, guys, I've just in the comments now, you'll see the link to Jerry's channel. Make sure you go over there, make sure you subscribe, and make sure you get his numbers up. Doing absolutely phenomenal stuff on his channel. So big up yourself, Jerry.
Football man to the core. You can tell he's a football man. Big up, Jerry, 100%. Bro. Football man.
All right. So let me bring up Arsenal's team on the screen. All right. So goalkeepers: Ramsdale, Runnison, and Turner.
I mean,
I was proper disrespectful for me just laughing when I said his name. Sorry. Sorry,
I'm not gonna lie. That's a terrible combination of goalkeepers, but we move.
I think Ramsdale proved that he's good. He's just good. He's decent.
Yeah, he's meaty. He's meaty.
Yeah, the other two. Do you want to know something? People might think I'm crazy, but I think Leno's better than the other two.
Oh, no, that's without saying.
And in fact, I'll go one better. I'll go one better. Leno with confidence actually rivals Ramsdale, in my opinion. He rivals Ramsdale. I just think Ramsdale's got that kind of because he's new. He didn't have no expectations. Leno had way bigger expectations. But yeah.
Do you lot know this? What's the designer? Do you know that?
Timmy
Turner. Yeah. Timmy Turner. Funny how we was talking about music, bro. Actually, do you know what? I was thinking, if we only could play the tune, bro. Without getting strike, bro.
Timmy
Turner.
No, that actually will get a strike.
So no, that's what I'm saying. I wish, but funny, I was talking about that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, before the show started.
Yeah, before the show. I wish we could play the music. That would have summed it up perfectly.
So, in terms of their goalkeeping situation, obviously bearing in mind their targets top 4, do they need to strengthen right now? Is it an area of weakness right now?
It's a weakness, but they won't.
Ramsdale's barely injured, so they should be okay. Like he'll play all the games. So, but maybe a couple league games they might put Runnison in.
Hold on, Cal, you sure this is up to date? Because Bellerin's still there. Is Bellerin still there?
Bellerin's still there, bro. They haven't managed to get rid of him. He won't be a part of the team, but they haven't. Is he not
a Betis? I thought he was at Betis.
Look at the state of him.
Yeah.
Remember when Arsenal fans tried to say he was the best right back in the league?
Yeah, I do.
They've said a lot of stuff, bro. They've said a lot of stuff.
So defense now. Let's move on to defense.
Yeah.
Bellerin, Tierney, White, Gabriel, Saliba, Holding, Cedric, Tomiyasu, Mari, and Zinchenko.
They got a few good young players. I'm not going to disrespect them. You know why? I'll be honest with you. Tierney is good. When Ben White, I know, Carl, you was a big fan of him. I think Ben White's good, but I don't think he's nothing special, personally. Gabriel, I think, is good, again, but I don't think he's special. I'm going to throw a little curveball. I think Saliba might have a better career than Gabriel, personally, from what I've seen of the two. But that's just how I feel.
Not a curveball, bro.
No, because a lot of people will say he's their number one defender, but I actually think Saliba might turn out to be the better centre back. Holding
arguably already is.
Oh wow. Okay, cool. That sums that up then for them, man.
Yep.
Holding. I mean, he's been there and
No,
hasn't done
bro.
anything.
Just be he's dead. Like,
Yeah. Zinchenko, believe it or not, Zinchenko kind of underrated. Even though he's not amazing, I think Zinchenko's good for them.
Zinchenko's good.
He's
The
good
two
for them.
players they signed are their two best defenders.
Yeah,
now.
because
Zinchenko and
100%, right.
Saliba are their best two
Sorry,
defenders.
that's what I was going to ask you next. I've got to stop
Yeah.
you. I don't think Zinchenko
is
great at left back as people think. I don't think he's rubbish at left back.
Yeah.
I think
He's
people
a way bigger upgrade, Cal.
what than who? Tierney.
No, the dog walker.
What are you talking about? Tavares, bro.
And all right, so yes, he's better than Tavares.
He's pants, bro. They got rid of him already.
Shall I tell you what it is with Zinchenko?
Yeah.
He's a good left back, but I think everyone forgets that he was playing in a Pep team where more often than not, they have the ball more than the opposition and they play different. So there wasn't a lot of times Zinchenko is one-on-one in a situation. On Friday when they played, Zinchenko was getting moved to quite a bit. And that's because he was playing in a one-on-one.
I don't think he'll play left back that often, though, Cal. I think because a certain man who we're not going to talk about, who is really going under the radar, Wagwan with him, really going under the radar, Wagwan with him, because no one was like, everyone was quick to jump on the Brighton man, but no one's talking about this, and this is way worse, way worse. Like... No one's saying shit, but we don't want to talk about anything political like that. But I think because of his situation, I think Zinchenko will actually play midfield for them.
I think he'll play midfield regardless of his situation or not.
Yeah, he'll only play at left back if pushed. I think
if Tierney's not there.
That's what I was gonna say. Tierney's clearly their first choice, but I think it's a good option for them. When you had Tavares, bro, Tavares was talking the most smack. I'll never forget before Liverpool game about how he's gonna lock down Salah. How'd that work out, brother? Jota sat you down differently, but yeah, we move.
And Zinchenko's a way better midfielder than he is a left back. He's actually quick. Yeah. He's actually quite good.
Zinchenko is actually a good squad player. Like full stop, he's a good, decent player.
I'm actually surprised City let him go. To be honest.
So as it shows here, they've got 2 players for each position. Effectively, they've got 2 left back, 2 right backs, and at least 4 centre backs.
Yeah, well, the quality obviously drops dramatically. But still, they got good. I think they got good. They got decent, good first choice centre backs. But then after that, it gets a bit thin. But I suppose you could argue Ben White goes into that conversation. So I just remembered Holding and they still got Pablo Mari still, who I think is Pablo Mari. Let's not speak about my man. But
all right, midfield, obviously Thomas, Odegaard, Maitland-Niles, Vieira, Lokonga, El Neni, and Xhaka.
If I'm being honest, if you scroll up quickly to the.
I'm trying so hard to not make it sound like I'm taking liberties. But that's why I'm not really saying much.
I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna be honest. Odegaard talented, Saka talented.
I'd say Saka's more an attacker. That's why I didn't include him in the list.
Okay. Well, Odegaard there. Thomas, I think, needs to have a really, 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 really good season, but he's got other stuff. I don't know what's going on there, so we won't talk about that. That's not for us to decide. Vieira, don't know much about him. Maitland-Niles didn't even know he was still here. I thought he was still at Roma.
There's a baller.
No, he's a baller, but for me, he's not better than Vitinha. Bro, I think
different players.
Yeah, but Fabio Vieira can play more on the right hand side. Yeah,
like put it this way, Matt. If we had Fabio Vieira in our squad now, we're not moaning about sending midfielder.
No, I disagree. Vitinha is more what we need than Pablo.
I disagree.
Fabio
Vieira is more what we need right now.
No, we need Vitinha, bro.
Yeah, let's stick to Arsenal because it's depressing talking about Liverpool not buying anyway.
Smith Rowe, he's more comes under attacker. To be fair.
Yeah.
So let's
I would put, but he's more like
he's a 10,
advanced 8-10. So he's probably still more in the midfield category than
I'll put him in the wide.
He plays on the wing. He plays.
I don't count him in
midfield. Isn't that only by force? Like they don't play him there when they want to.
Bro, he only plays 10 or wide left. Yeah, 10 or wide left.
Oh, fair enough.
And then obviously
Lokonga. He was Bergkamp in that. So.
Yeah, he's got number 10 shirt in it. Lokonga, I think he's meaty. And then
dead. Them man are dead. Vieira, good player. Smith Rowe, good player.
I'll say this.
Odegaard, good player.
Xhaka.
After that, and because obviously Thomas, we don't ever even play this season. So.
Xhaka, for all of his criticism, has stepped up at times. He's one of the leaders in their team.
Yeah.
Whether that's a good or a bad thing, that's for them man to decide, innit? I'll let them man
No.
decide on that.
And then you got Saka, Jesus.
This is where it gets a bit weak, bro.
Nketiah, Pepe, Nelson, Marquinhos.
It's a bit weak, fam. I can't lie.
No,
Jesus
you know
is
what? I
the
actually disagree with you, Matt. I actually think their attack is brilliant. I think if you think about the fact that they've got Saka, they've got
Saka,
Martinelli.
Jesus, and Martinelli. I think that's a very, very good front.
And especially if you lot are also saying that Emil Smith Rowe also plays wide as well.
No,
but I'm saying those 4 players are brilliant players. Like, all jokes aside, Saka, Emil Smith Rowe, Jesus, and Martinelli, they're brilliant players. I think all of them are good players. So I actually think their attack is good, if I'm being honest with you.
If I'm being honest, Jesus and Saka are the ones that will give you production.
No, Martinelli's a baller. Bro.
No. I'm gonna be honest about Martinelli. He's got a lot of growing up to do because Martinelli for me is still. Do you know who
Yeah, but bro, he's only 20.
No, I know, but that's why I'm not gonna put him in a category and say Martinelli's like I think Martinelli's got talent about him, but if I'm being honest, Saka is like a different conversation to him, and in my opinion, obviously so is Jesus. I would even say
talent-wise, I disagree.
I'd even say production wise, Smith Rowe is ahead of him as well. Martinelli is good off the ball, but on the ball, for me, he's left
ahead of Martinelli.
For production, yes.
For
production.
Ability-wise, Smith Rowe is a brilliant player. If you're talking about like production, even Arsenal fans will tell you Martinelli delivers more than Smith Rowe.
Martinelli's production. Bro.
Let's not just do the stat thing. He's very good the majority of the games he plays.
He's running off the ball.
He's always causing problems.
Running off the ball.
Let's not get deep into it.
Yeah. I just think running off the ball, he's very good, but he's got a lot to work on. He's got a lot to work on. He's
the most talented one out of their front players.
Hell no,
apart from Jesus. No, I believe he is.
Saka more talented than him, bro.
No, he's not. But
so, in terms of Arsenal, their squad, what do you think they need in terms? Because let's be honest, all the big 6 want to be competing for the league. What do they need for their squad to compete for the league?
Man. Which it sounds like they might be getting. I can't remember that. What's his name? I think he's from the German league. There's a striker I think they're chasing. I can't remember his name. I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure I heard they're chasing a striker.
Arsenal are chasing a striker. They've just signed Jesus though.
No, but Jesus can play all across the front. So what I'm probably gonna try and do is get an actual out and out player and then play Jesus there, where and when. I mean, again, obviously, when you just read things, it doesn't even mean it's a real thing. So it might not be true, but I'm sure there's like one of those like Skamaka, one of those type of strikers who's like done well in the league, but he's not like everyone's talking about him. But he's like, who is it? There's a guy they're looking at. I think he's from the German league.
I'll be very shocked if
they're not getting a striker. They might get a winger, but not a striker though.
If they go and get a striker and push Jesus
remember the name
wing,
of the guy,
Jesus is just going to be like, I should have stayed at City.
Yeah, because man took the number 9 shirt. He's going down the middle.
No, because Jesus can play all across the free. So
no,
but
he wants
to play number 9.
He wants to be
That's
the guy,
why he
bro.
left City effectively.
He wants to be the guy, bro.
Maybe they want numbers as well because
no, but they got Nketiah.
No.
Nketiah signed a new. No, but we can't.
No. He signed a new deal for the sake of it. He's not part of the future.
No. But we can't do that. That's because that's like the Klopp thing. They signed him up because they believe in him.
Like that.
They believed in him, bro.
Well done to them then. If that's their backup striker, then.
No, but they believe in him. It's not about what we think. They signed him up because they believe in him.
So, guys, what do they need?
Personally, I think they need a world-class midfielder. I think they need experience up top as well. Believe it or not, as great as Saka, Jesus, and people think Martinelli is, I think they could use a little bit more experience up there, in my opinion. Like at least one of them. Like, for example, like if they would have got like a Premier League proven, trying to think, like left winger or just like I won't say veteran, but just to give them a bit more, because like people think how good Martinelli is. I think he's talented, but he's not there yet. I think him being first choice every week, I don't know if that's gonna be him. I think it's good that maybe he can learn from someone, because on the ball, I think Martinelli, my opinion, is not the greatest, but off the ball, very good. So, but yeah, I think their defense, they're good enough, though, personally.
If they're chasing the league,
Mm.
I'm gonna be honest. If they're chasing the league, I don't think they are.
So I don't know.
I think me personally, if they're chasing the league, they need another centre back, possibly 2 centre midfielders and an attacker.
Oh yeah, if they're going for the league, I'm just talking about cement top 4. But yeah, you're right. If you want to go for the league, you need more than what I just said. You need more because you got to look at what you've got to overcome, and that's Man City and Liverpool as things stand. So you need more than that, bro.
But before we move on to the next team, what I'll tell you Arsenal need to deal with is their mentality. For me personally, it's not even so much about the talent. It's about the mentality, the self-belief. Can you keep going? Can you deal with the pressure? They are actually a good team at having them one-off games, and you know this thing. But it's all about the pressure. So that will be the interesting part to see what happens for Arsenal this season. Zinchenko brings that kind of steely mentality. Jesus maybe again to a degree as well. They both come from City, who used to winning. Saliba was winning most weeks in Marseille. So can those guys bring that little bit of steely winnings to the team? Because the mentality is the thing I think is the biggest issue for Arsenal. So
I agree. That's why I said they need a bit more experience.
Fair dues. All right, let's move on to Manchester United. De Gea, Heaton, Henderson. Henderson's gone.
Oh, was he gone? Yeah.
Yeah, he's not at Forest.
Yeah, he has gone. That's what I was asking you about. Is the thing?
I'm just on these websites. I don't really.
If it's on their website, that's them, man.
I'm gonna get cookies now about all these different clubs, which is gonna really wind me up. Defense: Lindelof, Bailly, Jones, Maguire, Martinez, Malacia, Varane, Dalot, Shaw, Tellers. I think has gone out alone.
Yeah, Tellers has left. Yeah.
That's them, man.
They've got a lot of defenders.
Yeah. They've got a lot of dead food. Let's be honest. The other ones that are brilliant in their defense are Bailly, but he can never be fit. To a degree, Varane, but I done told you lot that Varane isn't who you lot thought he was. But obviously, he still is a good defender.
I love the way I just dropped that in.
And Martinez is obviously a good defender. Everybody else, if I'm being completely honest with you, is very average. Very, very average. Like Lindelof, Maguire, Jones. I don't know much about Malacia, and he's young as well, so I'll give him a bye. Dalot is dead food. Like, they got a lot of dead.
He's better than Wan-Bissaka.
Is he?
Attacking wise, he's defensively.
Do you know what it is, Jiff? I'm gonna be all right. So you I think you've kind of like.
Do you want to drown or suffocate? What's the difference, bro?
You said, I think you kind of said everything that I would have said. Do you know what I shouldn't even be bad, man, but you know what's really, really funny? I don't know why, but they kept on. I don't know if Sky Sports was doing it on purpose, but you see when Man United were playing, they kept on focusing on Alessandro and how short he is. Bro, I'm not gonna lie. When they kept on moving from like
the
Maguire,
set pieces, they were buying it, innit?
Yeah,
like,
Maguire to him in the shots. I was like, nah, I'm not gonna lie, fam. This guy looked like a miniature Mascherano, bro.
But explain this to me, Matt, because I heard Eric Ten Hag is an absolute G, especially tactically.
No, he's a good coach. He's a good very good coach.
So was it his decision to get Martinez to mark Dunk? Was that his decision?
But I don't know.
Did you? It looked like when one of you man take little man to the park for a walk.
I'm not gonna lie. It could be this little one right here.
Did you see it?
Played the game. They're about the same height. Am I lying?
I'm sorry. Whoever it was who told Man United tactically to set up with Martinez marking Dunk takes the piss.
Fam, listen, my little one.
I actually laughed out loud. I actually laughed out loud when I saw it.
But they kept on focusing on it, which means that it was kind of deep. I can't lie, it was kind of peak, but it's a big issue for them. You gonna go?
Is there not an argument to say that Man United are only playing him there because they haven't got another centre back? Because effectively, if they get another centre back, then he moves into midfield, right? And then we're not really having this debate.
No, he goes left back, bro.
Yeah, he might go to left back, bro.
He'll go left back, bro. Bruv, have you not seen
Shaw is not the one.
Someone needs to explain to me how Shaw gets through pre-season and actually like manages to get the green tick. Because I'm not gonna lie, brother. No disrespect, yeah. And I'm being honest when I say this as well. This is to anybody. Like, for his profession, I'm actually kind of surprised, like that he can.
He's the
I don't
Ricky
know.
Hatton of football, bro.
Yeah, no, it must be big up to him because I don't know how he does it. Because I'm thinking, raw, like if that was
So
me,
let-
I'll be struggling.
So let me
Yeah,
ask
go
you guys,
Yeah,
what do Man United need?
a lot.
Bro, if I'm being completely honest with you, they
Do you want me
need
to be genuinely
everything,
honest?
bro.
Can
They
I be
need
honest?
Everything,
Yeah.
bro.
I'll be honest. New right back.
Yeah.
Don't need a left back because they got Martinez. They need two new. They need at least one centre back to try and see if Varane is a fraud or not. Because Maguire is fully done. I don't know what happened in Mykonos, but done him over. Done, finish. Yeah. The McFred thing, I can't lie to you. They keep rerunning this same kind of like thing, and it's just not working. Both aren't good enough. So 2 centre mids. Then you look at the wingers. Maybe you can get more out of Rashford if he's playing with better players, and you got Sancho there as well. Martial still got something
Rashford's
about him, but
tapped
it's
out, man.
you think
He needs to move. He doesn't care one bit about Man United.
Did tell you about Rashford? Drift?
I think Rashford's talented, but he's tapped out. He don't.
All right. So let's say that means they need a left
move.
winger.
Arsenal or Tottenham should maybe try and get Rashford. I think that would be a good move for him.
I still think Sancho is good. I just think he's in a really bad team.
No, man. We're gonna have to have a conversation about.
Nah,
Sancho.
do you know what?
I want to know when it's okay to have a conversation about Sancho. Because I was told this boy was the truth, and I'm not saying he's a rubbish player, but I need I'm hearing everybody.
No disrespect, bro.
Don't get me wrong. I'm hearing everybody
bad situation,
and 100 mil is kind of okay to grill Grealish to a degree. Like it was his first season.
Jenny was 75.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying, bro. So even though he's a couple years younger than Grealish, I think he's about 3 or 4 years younger than Grealish, Grealish is 25, he's 21. So there is an age gap, don't get me wrong. But
the talent's there with Jadon.
This brother was being spoken about at 120 mil prior to him getting the move cheaper just because of contract reasons.
I'm going to be honest, wrong club.
Are you telling me Jadon Sancho was 120 million pounds?
No, bro, no, he's not. But one thing I kept on saying,
that's what I want to know.
He's got to go to the right club, bro. He went to the Look at the disarray they are in,
Yeah, but
bro.
when do we blame the club? And then when do we blame the player?
I don't want to say too long about Man United, but I'll just say this one quick thing. They brought in Ragnarok, and he left. How fast, bro? He left before the new 4 film came out, bro. That's mad. I can't lie to you. That's crazy. He's already gone and got a next job, and they brought in Dr. Robotnik, And don't get me wrong, he's talented. You're gonna take time, bro. It takes time.
I hear that.
Look how long it took Dr. Robotnik to try and plan and try and get Sonic, and he still ain't got him. I like.
But let me just say something briefly before we move on. I know it's not the same thing because he's been at the club for 4 or 5 times longer. But nobody gives Martial the blight that all the managers didn't care about him, didn't play him in the right position and all that kind of stuff.
Martial's been there for so long, bro.
I get that, but the principle's kind of the same as in.
That's your boy.
No, but is the principle not the same as in the clubs in disarray? They're all over the place. They don't tactically play.
It's never been this bad though. It's never been.
This is the worst it's been. We got to be real, Jeff. We got.
But Martial's actually had a few good seasons. Like he got 21 goals.
He's had one season. He's had one.
No, his first season under Van Gaal was good as well.
You mean half a season?
Good season, Drift.
No, but what I'm saying is,
and he's been
he's had one season.
Bro.
But it's kind of shown that if the manager is right, maybe it isn't Martial.
He's been there for 7 years.
Bro.
No, he's been there for 6, not 7. He's not
been there for 7 years, bro.
We signed when we signed Benteke. That was
2015.
No, Martial hasn't been there longer than we've had.
He's been there for time.
He scored his debut goal when Benteke scored the overhead bicycle.
Do you remember when Martin Tyler showed his true colours and went, "Oh yes, yes."
Anyway, look, I'm not backing Martial. The only point I'm making is I know Sancho's only 1 year and Martial was 6 or 7 years.
And 7.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is Martial has still been completely mismanaged and been in a dead regime the whole time as well, though. That's the only thing I'm saying.
7 years?
So what about when he went to Sevilla and brother, Martial's just not that guy, man.
Ed gone now, isn't it? Like Ed gone.
So
I'm just saying.
Are we in agreement? Man United need 3 defenders, 2 midfielders, and maybe 2 attackers.
No,
yeah.
No.
Jeez. Mud.
7 years, still in the run. Just take it, go on. Just take it.
Mud, fully in the mud. Let's move on to Scattergun now.
I said Scattergun.
Chelsea. Chelsea.
Chelsea.
So in goal, they got
Yeah.
Kepa, Bettinelli, and Mendy.
Sorry, who the hell is Bettinelli?
He's their third choice.
That's Martinelli's big brother, I think.
He's their third choice.
Bettinelli. I didn't even know that.
You know, I know you lot fully disagree with me, but I think Kepa's a good number 2.
Fam?
Hold on, wait. Is he better than
That's
Kelleher?
I think it's arguable.
Is he better than Kelleher?
I think it's arguable. Kelleher's at the beginning of his career. So
Drift. Keep the camera on him. No. Cal, wait. Keep the camera on Drift. Drift, answer this seriously. Has a T-Rex got long arms? There you go, bro.
Drift,
Man, talk about
Champions League final. Alisson's injured, can't play. Kelleher or Kepa? Who you starting?
I gotta be honest with you, bro. I genuinely believe that's a flip of the coin.
Kepa is mad, bro.
50,
Like
man.
when I say mad, he's
our players more, man.
No, I'm not saying that Kelleher's bad. I think
bro.
Kepa had that bad year, yeah. But I think people went a bit over the top with how much
bro.
No, man, no. He was good in his first season at Chelsea. Let's not go too far.
Bro.
No, he was. Let's not go too far.
Bro.
Kepa was good in his first year.
Drift, no, he wasn't.
Nah, he was.
Kepa is pants,
he
bro.
wasn't. Chelsea fans were not happy with him.
He was. It was a second year. It was a second year when he was poor, bro. First year, he weren't bad.
Do you know what someone said? Kepa's got crisp wrists. Bro, no.
I don't think Kepa's as bad as people say. I think he's a good.
Man said it's a weak, crunchy thing.
He was not good in his first season at Chelsea, bro. That's why they wanted to get rid of
him. I'm not saying he was brilliant, but he was good though. Like he had a good debut season for Chelsea. He wasn't.
But they wanted to upgrade on him straight away, bro. That's why they got
honestly,
they didn't, man. It was the second season when they wanted to
Kepa's not that
upgrade
good, bro. He's not that good, bro.
Anyway, let's not spend too long on this. But I don't think Kepa's as bad as people say he is.
All right, defense.
Alonso's practically gone to Barca. Thiago Silva, Thiago Silva.
I'm not gonna lie. I think people need to put more respect on Thiago Silva's name. Personally, I really do.
The back three is definitely the reason why he's still playing.
He's saving his legs, bro.
He's an absolute legend.
Yeah, he's a legend of the game, but the back three is saving the mileage, though. The back three is definitely saving the mileage.
If he was playing in the back two, it would be like trying to carry all the bags from the car to the front.
Drift
door.
on my line. That's like when you're on a hill when you're just using clutch. You're not like man's just cut.
Yeah. No accelerator, just all biting.
Just all biting.
Destroying the engine.
Man said I've got to stay petrol. It's long, fam. It's long.
You know, like an automatic where you don't press accelerator, you just take your foot off the brake.
Bro, I'm telling you, he's saving the engine. Do you know what? He only uses accelerate in the big games because he has to. Yeah, he's like, what, 37, 38?
I still think Thiago goes down as one of the greatest defenders of all time. But at this stage...
bro. All jokes aside, he's one of the greatest to play the game. I'm not joking.
Yeah. Without
I'm not joking.
Yeah. No. He's definitely one of the greatest to play the game. That's a fact.
He's one of my favorite all-time defenders. I can't even lie. That's me being real. Bro.
Not many people get to say they're the best defender in the world, and he got to say that when he was at AC Milan
for a couple of years as well.
Yeah,
bro. Well, best in the world. Yeah.
All right, so Shalaba, I think is a good prospect. Chilwell and James are, for me, are proven in the wing back positions. Koulibaly, again, proven centre back. Azpilicueta is coming to do a job.
He's signing a new deal. Yeah, Cucurella.
Azpilicueta is the Roberto Firmino of defenders. Like he's still obviously had a brilliant career, but the legs are gone.
I don't want to say anything because
you know what it is in the back because he's playing in the back three. He might not get exposed because if he does play in that back three, because he can't do the wing back thing anymore. That's got to be a Reece James thing.
Azpilicueta at left back or right back in the back four would get destroyed.
I think he would as well. Yeah.
But again, one of the most consistent, and I think he goes in. If he was going to do top 10 Premier League defenders, there's an argument Azpilicueta would be in there.
He's top 5 best right back in Premier League history. Easily.
No, but that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
yeah,
If you
he
did a
is still.
top 10
He is.
defenders,
He is.
forget the position, just a top 10.
Sorry,
Premier
guys.
Oh
League
yeah,
defenders.
he's definitely.
There's an argument Azpilicueta is actually in there.
100%.
Absolute legend of the Premier League, but at this stage of his
100%.
career, like his legs are gone now, innit? So
Azpilicueta is one of Chelsea's best ever signings.
100%. 7
Easy.
years in a row, he was the most consistent defender in the league.
Oh Jesus, he's brilliant.
Yeah,
I can't sit there like everyone
I only
knows.
paid like 7 mil for him.
Yeah, I can't sit there and even badmouth Azpilicueta. The guy's a G.
No. Yeah.
Guy's a G. Midfield. Jorginho, Kante, Kovacic, 20-year-old Ruben Loftus-Cheek, Mason Mount, Gallagher, Chukwuemeka, Barkley's still there, Gilmore as well. Geez, their squad is bloated.
Trust me, like a man who's just ate hella carbs, bro.
It's bloated. Attack, Pulisic, Raheem Sterling, Broha, Hudson-Odoi,
He's going, by the way, I think. Hudson.
Havertz, yeah, I reckon. Kennedy and Batshuayi. The squad is bloated. Goodness me.
And out of all of them, who's actually... Do you know what? We need to have a conversation on another day.
It's like a bloated squad. Sorry,
bro, we need to... Yeah, go on.
Their squad is bloated.
They're right. You know what? Matt will know what I'm talking about. Them man that are rolling like, you know that brother on the way home from the pub who had 12 pints? You know that beer belly bloated, bro.
No, I can't get my head around how bloated that's.
Them man, they're on the train and that drinking from 7 until like
they've got to choose 25 out of 1, 2,
till
4,
10 o'clock at
belly,
night.
bro.
Last train and them thing there. Them man there, yeah, they're killing it, bro. Right now, they're in there right
you know
now.
What, though? They've got some gems in and amongst all of this madness, though, which is what it is. Like I think Mount is better than people give him credit for. I think Broha is a very good player.
Sorry to cut you, right? Out of the 30, they've got to do a 25 or 26 man squad out of 31 players.
Do you know what? Just right.
Stand right now.
No,
they've got
you're right.
5 man out.
What do you know? The perfect word that they need a cleanse, fam. Am I lying? They need a cleanse.
Yeah. Oh, shout out all the old school man who know when your grandma used to say, "You need a wash out.
You need a wash out. Go on, go get a wash out. Courage. Living bitters.
Yeah, that's what they need.
Licorice.
Yeah. They need a wash out.
For time, you know. You need a wash out. You know.
Belly bad. You need a wash out.
Like that man, they're going for a colonoscopy, bro.
Your belly bad.
How about that? It stink, man. You need a wash out.
Your belly bad, you know.
Oh boy.
They need a cleanse, fam. They need a cleanse.
That's something called up in you and died, bro.
So what did Chelsea? What did Chelsea need? Because they're aspiring for the league.
They need to.
What did they need to?
I'm not gonna lie.
They need a gun, man, innit?
Yeah, they do. They kind of.
They need a gun, man. And you know what? They're gonna get him because apparently.
Hold on, is Sterling's not on that list, is he?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I'm being silly. Okay.
They're getting Aubameyang, and I'm not gonna lie, that will be a good move for them.
They're also linked with Zaha as well.
Oh, is it?
With Hudson-Odoi potentially going the other way on loan or permanent potentially.
So who would be Sterling on one side, Zaha on the other side, with Broha up front? But if they get Aubameyang, swap that for Aubameyang, is that what it would be then?
Yeah,
that's not a bad attack, to be honest with you. That's not a bad attack at all. So
if they get Aubameyang,
because remember they might get Frankie in midfield as well.
If they get Aubameyang, what do you want, little one?
They might get Frankie in midfield like that. Look, you see with Chelsea, we're gonna have to wait until the window's shut to know. So
are we in agreement that they need a midfielder and they also probably need one more defender as well?
Yeah, 100%. But you know what? If Chelsea get everybody they want, because you got to remember as well, they're very close to getting Fofana apparently for defense as well, which massively boosts up the defense.
Stop it. The evaluations aren't close apparently.
Yeah, but there's talk that Leicester are already looking at centre backs, which would kind of show you they know they've got to accept these going.
Yeah, okay. Fair dude.
If they get Fofana and they get Aubameyang and they get De Jong, Chelsea are cooking. It depends if Puccio can put it all together. You know what I mean?
If they get Fofana, because you're just right. The thing is, it seems like they've got the money to make the right signings, but it's whether they get those players. If they get Fofana, that means Fofana, Koulibaly, Thiago Silva, that can definitely run. definitely.
And they could switch to a 2 at the back sometimes
If
as well.
if they get Frankie, which I think is a high possibility they might get him now, yeah. If it's true that Barcelona are trying to get Bernardo, if they get Frankie and they get a striker, so let's say this: Fofana, Frankie, and a striker, Chelsea are yeah. If they get the 3 players, they actually are a problem, and you have to look at them and go, yeah, they're going to be more in the hunt than they definitely were last year, 100%.
They're definitely playing Football Manager, but it could work.
Yeah, agreed.
Right. Let's move on.
Batshuayi might be going to. Is it Nottingham Forest? I think I heard. There's somebody who wants Batshuayi.
Bro, talking about Nottingham Forest, you know they put one of our old strikers. Cal, you remember? Yeah, Awanini. Bro, you know they put it for like 17 mil.
Yeah.
By the way, guys, do you remember when I said to you, man, bun Connor Cody after the performance he was putting in for Wolves?
He's dead anyway.
Nah, bro, he went Everton.
I know, and he's happy.
I told you about that, brother.
I think he said it was a dream or something like that.
Man said a dream.
No, he didn't.
No, he did, bro. I saw him on TalkSport. He said it was a dream move.
Double C's lying, man.
Nah, he's just a snake, bro.
I never rated Cody anyway.
Never seen somebody trying so hard to win a game that didn't matter.
He's just a back 3 merchant, bro. He's just put Cody in a back 2 and he's getting finished.
Bun Connor Cody.
All I'm gonna hear every week is finish him.
I don't think we'll see him back on LFC TV.
I want to see Cody in a back 2. All you can hear is perfect. He's getting finished, bro.
No, Robbie. Kids out there with a stick and just banging on the conservatory window, you know.
Yeah, I've got the other one. She's got the broomstick trying to do the merge, bro.
Yeah, I can see me and Robbie coming to scuff soon, you know. You can see it. One night, we're just gonna come to scuffs.
I said, I've had enough. I run this thing here. King Kong ain't got on me.
All right, let's move on to Spurs. Big up George as always.
They're the team that I was waiting for you to talk about, you know.
Yeah, another team that's apparently going to be pushing City for the title.
Yeah. They're better than us as well, remember?
Hugo Lloris, Matt Doherty, Reguilon, Sanchez. They've done their website kind of weird.
Yeah, this is very. No, they've just done it in numerical order. That's
nice number. Yeah. Dyer, Romero, Sessegnon, Spence, Tanganga, Longley.
No, and Dembele's not there no more, is he? Is he still there?
Yeah, he's still there.
You sure?
Yeah. Then in midfield, they've got Skip, Højbjerg, Winks, Royal. Perisic is there, Lo Celso. They've got a bit of a bloated squad as well.
Right. Yeah. These men have been at the pub drinking too many pints as well.
Yeah. Best Stellas from 3:00 lunchtime. Didn't come back from lunch.
Sorry, this is one thing that annoys me.
At lunch.
There's a different type of attitude when you're drunk on Stella, you know.
Just
at lunchtime.
Look at their goalkeeper kit. Do you remember what ours was, guys?
Yeah, brother's copy and paste.
Bloody lazy.
Of course,
not even mean to call them that. That's bloody lazy.
But I'm not trying to be funny. Look at their kit. It's just literally, it's just the night tick. I can't even lie to you, bro. I'm
wondering why Harry Winks is still in the old kit. That they haven't even updated.
They ain't even updated man's collar.
Right, might be on the wall for Harry.
And he's got number 8 as well. It's peak.
Harry Kane.
Regulon as well. They don't care about them, man.
Richarlison, Brian Hill.
Richarlison's not their number 9.
Hey, just reading out the list. Kulusevski, Mora. Yeah, I mean, Spurs. You look at their squad. What do they need?
A gun, man, because Richarlison's their number 9, bro. I can't.
No. You know what? All jokes aside, I can't stand it, brother. You lot know that. But I think he is a good backup to a front three if you talk about someone who will come off the bench and still play well. Like, I get the logic behind what Tottenham is saying. When you got Kulusevski, Son, and Kane, which is a brilliant front three.
No.
I do. You know what I mean? I have to take my bias of how much I can't stand Richarlison out. And he is a good backup player that can cover all 3 of those positions if there's a problem. Same with Jesus. Jesus could have covered all 3 positions. So it makes sense why those are the 2 players that they were chasing. Jesus would have been better, but I think Jesus would have been less willing to sit on the bench. Remember, the reason he's leaving City is because he didn't want to be on the bench anymore. So he wanted to. So I think he probably thought Tottenham is the better move, but I'll be on the bench more at Tottenham. So I hate the guy. He's an absolute prick, but it is a good move for him. It is a good move for Tottenham to have him as a backup to cover the front 3.
Well, you look at their backup. So their starting front 3, if everyone's fit, I presume would be Son, Kane, and Kulusevski. Their backup front 3 is Lucas Moura, Richarlison, and Bryan Hill. Not bad at all in terms of
bad at all. Hey, you see that Gill? He's good, you know.
What, Bryan Gill? You mean not Bryan Hill? You said Bryan Hill, Cal.
Yeah, that's how I think that's how it's pronounced.
Oh, is it?
Oh, okay, yeah.
I think
he looks techie, you know.
He's techie, but I wonder
he's
if
lightweight.
Yeah, he's more for La Liga, in my opinion.
In midfield, obviously Basuma, Højbjerg, Bentancur, Winks. You could maybe argue another centre midfielder.
They need another midfielder. Yeah. I don't think Højbjerg would be a brilliant backup to bringing in somebody else, in my opinion. Like, say, for example, if they got Barella and they played Barella and Basuma, that's a midfield.
Oh, jeez. Barella and Basuma would be a
do you know what I mean? Like, that's a midfield. Like,
that'd be a mazza.
I think Højbjerg and Basuma is a little bit... It's less title challenge, more top 4, innit? Do you know what I mean? Like, so if they can find a way...
very good, though.
Yeah. Bentancur is good. So we're saying Bentancur, Basuma is probably who's going to start in their midfield then.
I think so, yeah.
That's a good midfield still. I mean, Tottenham are all right, man. I can't lie. Their squad looks good, man. Their squad looks good.
And then defense, do you think they could do with another defender?
Oh, yeah, they could do with a world-class centre-back because that's the only thing they don't have. Romero is a very good player.
I rate Romero high. Shall I tell you when I started?
But he's not quite world-class, though. That's what the problem is.
I started rating him when he played against us in the Champions League.
I remember that game.
He was brilliant.
Yeah, I like him. He's very good. He's very, very good. I just wouldn't say he's world-class. I'll say that's the one thing that they're missing, that elite, top, world-class centre-back that Romero would play next to and would just take it all to a whole nother level. Do you know what I mean? If they was able to somehow get that, that would have been perfect for them. Because I think Dyer would be a good backup. Again, another player who I get why people do make jokes, but if he's your third choice centre-back, that's not bad at all, to be honest. If you've got 2 top quality centre-backs and then he's the one who plays if there's an injury, like, that's not really that bad, to be honest with you. Sessegnon looks like he's coming into his own in the Conte system. Fair play to him. He was an actual child prodigy. I don't know what happened to him, but maybe he's proven he is what we thought he was. He's starting to look good. He's starting to come, you know what I mean, to fruition. That might get better. We don't know. Tottenham are cooking.
Agreed. So what we're saying, a centre midfielder and a centre back for Spurs, yeah?
Yeah.
Centre mid and a centre. What do you say? Centre mid and a centre back for Spurs.
Yeah.
I'll say centre mid and centre back.
Yeah. I agree. Yeah.
All right.
And maybe a right wing back because they've got.
Oh, they got that Spence, isn't it?
They got Spence,
I forgot about it.
They got Spence and Doherty.
Man City.
Yeah, I forgot. No, I forgot they bought Spence because I was thinking Royale and Doherty, but I forgot they bought Spence. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah,
Spence, a little bad boy. Right, main rival time now. Manchester City. Stefan, Ederson,
Zach Efron, bro.
Walker, Diaz.
So those goalkeeper choices are dead, by the way, after Ederson.
Walker, Diaz, Stones, Ake, Cancelo, Laporte.
That's quality throughout, you know. Man can't even say no.
There isn't really a bad.
But look
player
at the
there.
midfield.
No. If we let's be real, they could
Quality
do with a left back.
Yeah,
they could do the left back, but there's not a bad player on that list.
There's not a bad player. There's quality throughout the squad.
Yeah,
that's why they're sick.
But let's be honest, they need a left back.
They need a left back.
They do need a left back. But imagine this though. They're so good that their right back can play left back and they don't miss too much.
But that's the problem though, bro. Like what Cal used to say about Gomez not being able to play centre back because he's playing right back. if Walker was out while while Cancelo's playing at left back, then that does create a problem. So they are light in terms of. If I was a Man City fan, I would be very bothered about the lack of depth at the fullbacks. I'll be very bothered about it, if I'm being honest with you. That's very reminiscent of Liverpool 2018-19 after we won the Champions League, when we had no cover at fullback for Robbo and Trent. That's basically what they are right now.
No, I hear that. But what it is that as things stand, Cancelo plays there, and not only that, they are one person short.
Yeah.
If they're playing the Porto Ake at left back, that is not good.
This is what I was gonna say. They can. Ake's not a good left back, but he's at least adequate.
And if there's a centre back injury, bro, then that player should be playing the centre back, but now he's got to play left back. So then what happens? So they're definitely light in fullback areas for me.
They are, but Ake would just drop there if need be in an emergency. They're just gonna play Cancelo there until they find the right person in it.
Well, apparently Sergio Gomez, I believe. They've been linked with, who's meant to be a good left back and can play a variety of positions as well. Also, they're linked to Rafa Guerrero from Borussia Dortmund as well. So,
once they signed a left back from Anderlecht, is that maybe that's the guy?
Nothing's been confirmed as far as I know yet.
Oh, okay.
All right, midfield: Phillips, Gundogan, Grealish, Rodri, De Bruyne, Silva. I'll go Foden and Palmer.
Yeah, no weaknesses really.
There's no weaknesses. Even if you're gonna throw,
Gundogan was leaving, man.
Nah, he's always leaving, but he's always there, bro.
No, I thought Gundogan was leaving.
He's always leaving, but he's always there.
You know, the one that might leave is Bernardo. He's the only one that might leave, and even if he does leave, do you know what?
Look at the smile on Cal's face when you say that.
I'm going to say it.
I think he might go
Bernardo, and they don't replace him.
No, they do.
No, hear me out.
I'm going to call it. Do you want me to call it right now? Do you want me to call it right now? Who they're going to get?
I'm going to call it as well. We'll see if we come up with the same person. Go on.
They're either going to get one of two players. Only one or two players.
Yeah.
Frankie de Jong or Matthias Nunes.
So I think it's going to be Matthias Nunes or João Felix.
Okay.
Or Paqueta.
And let's be honest, any of those players are done. So it's not going to make a fucking
It's because Pep has spoken highly about Matthias.
I think they get Paqueta, and then I think they get someone else next summer to replace them.
And that's a very big problem.
No, stop that.
Yeah, but Paqueta is not better than Bernardo Silva.
No,
he's a lot younger.
Yeah, but we're talking about quality here, though.
And I don't think that Bernardo Silva's work rate and all that is second to none. So I know Paqueta won't bring that, but in terms of the flair and your creativity, he's on that level. So it won't be that big of a deal. But Paqueta is very creative, bro.
I'm not gonna lie, Bernardo Silva. People don't like to hear.
Plus, this will be Paqueta.
He's a world class. Bernardo Silva's a world class player. You know?
Yeah, no, I know, but this will be Paqueta under Pep, bro.
Remember, I said this a couple years ago, and I got laughed at. Bernardo's top 5 in the world.
What, full stop or in
I don't want to have the
midfield.
conversations because it's uncomfortable.
Oh, okay, I thought you was gonna say full stop because that would have been too
in
far.
midfield.
But no, bro, Bernardo's a problem.
I can't think of many midfield Bernardo don't walk into.
Although no one's willing to have the conversation about how his second half of the season wasn't good.
Bro, but everyone can have
half of the season was brilliant. But
everyone can have a dip, man.
Was good, bro.
Bro, imagine this: the guy wants to leave and he's still doing a madness. He wants to leave, because apparently he just wants to eat whatever reason he wants to leave, innit? Bro, he can still do a madness. He still will do a madness.
I'm allergic to rodents. So
name me a team Bernardo don't walk into.
Yeah, he walks into every team, bro. Let's not because I don't like him. Let's not have this conversation. I don't like him.
Name me a pipe a rat can't climb. I just don't want to talk about rodents. You know what I mean?
As a person, we all know how disgusting he is as a person.
Yeah, but we're talking about his ability to get into a
footballer. If we had Silva in our team right now, if City lost Silva and we bought him, we win the league, bro.
Yeah, it's faction. I can't know.
Easily as well. I hate to say it, and that sounds arrogant, but easily we win it.
Yeah, because you got the work. The thing is, one thing I don't even want to say it, but one thing you have to admire about him, all the technical ability that he has, bro, the work rate is mad.
And he could cover Salah if needed be. And could you say, Salah, take a rest? You sit there,
He's
Bernardo,
the only wing spot and not be explosive because he's that techie.
different.
He can do, I hate to say it, but he can do what Coutinho could do back in the day where them man they don't even need the pace. Them man just got intelligence and technical ability where you can't get the ball off, man.
Shall I tell you when I knew he was serious?
It's crazy.
When we watched it, we did a watch along at Yours Drift, Liverpool versus Man City 1920. And do you know what you said throughout that whole game if you go back and watch it? Everyone knows what he's going to do. He's going to cut in on his left foot. Just stop him. Whole game he did it. Not once did he get stopped, bro.
It's mad.
Look, I agree with you that he's an absolute baller. I will say, though, I want to know what he's like when he's not playing for Pep. Just to see whether it's because of the way City play why he's as good as he is. Because for Portugal, and I know international football is different, but for Portugal, he barely stands out. So I just want to know what it would be like if he was in a different team.
What's the reason he don't stand out at Portugal? What's the glaring reason?
I don't know about Portugal.
There's one big glaring reason.
What's the reason why
the team is built around one man to succeed? Once they get rid of that changes.
Why have Man United regressed?
Oh, thank you, team.
Okay, maybe you're right. I'm just saying. I just want to see what he's like in a non-Pep system.
Bro, don't you remember him at Monaco?
Yeah, but I definitely don't think he was as good as he is now.
No, he's got better, but at Monaco he's doing a mazza as well. Put it this way, if he goes Barcelona...
The year before Monaco, nobody wanted him, which is quite funny.
So what? No one wanted him for Monaco?
No, before he went to Monaco, nobody wanted him. Like, apparently his agent really had to, like, push for Monaco to even accept him.
I don't know. Put it this way, if he goes Barca and they can actually register him, Barca become genuine title contenders.
Yeah, if they can register, man, then it's calm, innit? But if they can't, then they just got problems, innit? But yeah.
All right. Forward line. Haaland, Alvarez, Mahrez. I'm going to add Foden into that as well.
Yeah, Foden goes in there.
Yeah, that's a brilliant attack.
Remember when
numbers,
I was going to say, though, are they not short?
They are a bit short. But what it is that Cole Palmer, I think, takes that step up where you might look at man and go, after the season, my man might go, nah, Cole Palmer's serious. I think it's Julian Alvarez and Cole Palmer. Yeah, it's Cole Palmer, Julian Alvarez and Grealish that have to kind of cement themselves now as them players where you look at them and go, their quality. Because Julian Alvarez is still unknown quantity. Cole Palmer's obviously still up and coming. And obviously Grealish has still got to prove himself. So
I guess it's the whole thing of like...
Did you, man, see what Haaland done on the weekend?
Yeah. It's all about what happens if Haaland does get an injury, I guess. And they've got to do the false nine thing again.
Julian Alvarez, I don't think he'd have to be a false nine for them. He can play as a natural nine.
Yeah. I'm hearing a lot of people say that he's not actually a down the middle player, though. He's a wide player.
I think for River Plate, I think he played for the middle, you know.
Played both.
If I'm not mistaken. He played more for the middle, from what I remember, anyway.
So Jamrock, I knew you're gonna jump in with this one, Jamrock, but check me out, Jamrock. Haaland and Alvarez for the number 9. Mahrez on the right, Foden on the left, and then who's the other one?
Grealish can play left.
Grealish
is left. Well, Foden plays both, by the way, just to let you know.
And then I personally do think City get one before the season starts, but Cole Palmer can still play there.
Yeah, Cole Palmer will go right, bro.
Effectively, Jamrock. They're still kind of better than our situation because I still refuse to say Elliott and Carvalho are wingers or attackers. They're having to play there out of the situation. So they kind of have what they need, even though the problem with City have got Swiss Army knives throughout the team in it, but high quality Swiss Army knives.
Yeah,
but I still think left back they're short, and I think they're short an attacker. If I'm going to be honest.
Yeah, they want, but yeah, that's for the perfect snipe for them, 100%.
And you know what? The way they play football.
You're gone, bro.
Not even just that, bro. You see the way they play football, they hide their deficiencies very well.
Agree.
And that's that's one of the reasons why I always say to people, you got to have more respect for Pep's system and don't just go, he always gets good players because he plays for teams that can afford it or whatever. Like, that's why I always say it's a bit disingenuous when people say that, because Pep's system and the way he plays and his tactics are so good. When there's a deficiency in the team, how do you even exploit that deficiency? Do you get what I mean? It's very hard for Nathan Ake to be at left back and for you to exploit it because you don't really get an opportunity to exploit it.
Do you mean, Drift? You could argue we exploited it in the FA Cup. It got exploited by Real Madrid in the Champions League. The last few games of the season,
they're one-off though, Cal, against elite clubs. Do you know what I mean? Generally speaking, they can get away with it.
I mean, we say this, but you could, and again, I'm not trying to take anything away from City. They won the league. The table don't lie at the end, innit? But you look at the game against West Ham, they were kind of lucky to get away with a draw. I can't remember who they had the game before that. Kind of got lucky in certain games as well. So I don't think they're as perfect as they say. Plus, losing Bernardo for me is massive. If they lose Bernardo, it's massive. Even if they go and get Paqueta.
It's a big if though, bro. It's a big if, isn't it?
Is it? I mean, Barcelona.
No, if they lose Bernardo, if they lose Bernardo,
the way Barca are moving,
the
way Barca are moving, I do think it's going to be tough for them to get Bernardo. I do.
How?
You think it's going to be tough?
Yeah, because Man City are the type of club that are going to want what they believe he's worth.
Drift.
Oh, straight away. What is it? 80 mil?
Drift. You see Man City.
Bro,
see Barca,
mil, bro.
Do you know what Barca are doing right now?
Mil,
remember when we used the analogy about selling PS4 games just to buy the PS5 and all that, bro? You see what Barca are doing right now? They're not just selling their PS4 games. Them man are selling cooker and fridge, fam. Cooker and fridge. You know, like that.
I hear it, but it's still very difficult, though.
Bro, they're selling household appliances, bro. They're selling levers. They're selling club properties, bro. Them man are selling real big things, you know?
Car bonnet right now, bro. That's
right now. I'm trying to think what else could they sell. Them man.
From when I saw they were having weddings in on the pitch, I thought, yeah, nah, they're desperate.
Bro, them man are selling everything to buy players, bro. They don't care right now.
But let's not get it twisted as well. Even though we all do rate Bernardo, I'm not gonna lie. If they bring in Paqueta or Nunes or Felix as a replacement, even if he might not be as good straight away, all of those players have got the talent to replace Bernardo regardless. So, like, Man City will still be all right. You know what I mean?
About now, this season, they lose.
Well, I think João Felix could come in and pretty much be almost an
I don't think straight away.
I think he's good. I think he's good enough and mature.
And I don't think in the 8 role that Bernardo does.
Paqueta's not at 8. Bernardo's not at 8. Nunes, we're talking.
Paqueta can play 8.
If they get Matthias Nunes,
but they'll play Felix as an advanced 8. So, like, he'll be more involved in the attack rather than the defending. Do you know what I mean?
But that's the problem, though, because Bernardo does a lot of hard running that people forget because he's so.
He does, but they've still got Phillips that can do that. They've still got De Bruyne that can do that. They've still got Rodrigo that can do that. Like they're still, you know what I mean? It's not like they're gonna be like lacking players who can do that.
Man, you're speaking the truth right now. It was about me. They sell Laporta blood. You know, like that. They're selling everything. They are moving crazy. I think money's not a problem for them. I just think it's a case of getting the right deal.
Even Foden could play 8 for them. Like you said, Carl, they got a lot of Swiss Army knives. They got a lot of players that can just play different positions.
Yeah,
you
but
know
you've also got to account for injuries and all those things as well, because they will get injured. It's impossible for them not to.
Yeah, no, but one thing I will say about City, if I'm being genuinely honest, and this is not me trying to be bad mind to them. One thing I say about City is they don't. It's been a while since they kind of pick up like big injuries. Like they don't really pick up as many. In my opinion,
sauce, bro.
No, do you know what it is? And I hate to say, if there's one thing that you compare the styles to, is that because we arguably do more running than them, we probably may, and this is me just guessing, we probably pick up more muscular injuries than them because we asked to do a lot more running. The way how we play the game is very different, bro. They suffocate teams to the point where the team can't breathe.
I disagree, man. Our players just ain't robust.
No, do you know what? I'll say playing styles are a little bit.
The ground now, Cal.
I think playing styles are a little bit different, bro, because they use the ball better than us, Cal. What we do is to kind of like negate that is that we do a lot of running. There's a reason why Thiago said like, one thing Klopp taught me. He was like, he taught me how to run, and he was being dead serious, bro.
All right, like so I'm gonna counteract that with 4 players: Trent, Robbo, Salah, Mane. Probably do more running than most in their positions in the league. They're fine.
Thankfully.
But because why? Because they're robust.
Look how many injuries Sterling picked up at City. Not many, innit? Not loads. And he done it. And I'd arguably say like he done a lot of hard work for them, but nowhere near as much because it's the way how they play football, bro. When you are the thing is, we're possession based, but not on the same level, bro. I think the way how they,
Oh no, I agree with that, but we
they're
just
more
don't
intricate,
have
bro. Do you know what it
don't have
is?
durable players, bro.
Here's the best way for me to describe Man City. They set traps. We force you to make errors. They set traps. They will make it look like nothing's happening. All the while there, the bishop is already in place. You know, like that. That's how they play football.
All right, but if I was to go through Man City's midfield,
Yeah.
you would argue Rodri's durable, right?
Yeah, obviously he's durable. Yeah.
I would say Kevin De Bruyne is durable.
Yeah.
Bernardo Silva is durable.
But it's playing style. It's not about play. It's more about playing style, though.
No,
style.
I hear it, but you put those players in our team, and they still make it through the majority of the season, right? I'll be honest, and this is no shame.
Yeah, maybe.
Naby,
yeah, maybe.
In their team, I still don't think they make it through the season.
Do you know what it is, bro? I know what you're saying is true. I can't even deny that. But one thing I will say is, like, since Pep's been in charge, if I'm not mistaken, you know, when you go in the Premier League app and you look at most passes, it's normally a Man City player. That's for a reason. Bro, they pass everybody off the pitch.
Did you see how embarrassing it was against West Ham at half time?
Another thing, Pep
that man, they make you sweat, brother, and 25 minutes.
He rotates.
No, that's true. That is true. But them man, they've got a way of playing, which I think is just like, it's so serious, bro. When they get the ball, it's like they're not even playing at 100 miles an hour. Their man are just moving play. Do you know what it is that's scary? They just move players into position and you can't see it. The majority of the Prem can't see it. We can because we have to play against them. But the majority of the Prem can't see it. It's mad, bro. You have to give them credit, though.
Yeah, they definitely play better football than we do. I think I don't even think the most avid Liverpool.
I wouldn't say better. It's just more. It's just how you perceive. It's more intricate.
I would just say it's better. If you use the ball better, I think you play better football. And I think they use the ball better than we do.
None of City's forwards last year played more than 3,100 minutes. We had 2 players playing close to 4,000. They rotate.
That's a very important factor. I can't lie. They do rotate more.
They rotate.
But would you still agree that they take care of the ball better?
No, I'd agree they do. But again, all right, let's say, for example, we took 1,000 minutes away from Salah last season. Yeah, we would have seen him do a madness towards the end of the season, I think, right?
That's very true. But one thing I'll say is this and this is the last thing I'm going to say about it. Their midfield are so good at keeping the ball.
That's the difference. Yeah. 100%.
No, yeah. That's what I was going to say. And you look at ours, innit?
Oh yeah,
as good as we can be on our day, we don't do that enough. And I think that's where the teams are split. It's the midfield. Like, and we know this.
There's only 2.5 players in our midfield that hold the ball well. Only 2.5 players. And that's is Thiago, Flacco, and Naby Keita as the half.
You can play in a Pep system without being an ultimate athlete, but you can't really play in a Klopp team without being an ultimate athlete, and that's what the difference.
I disagree.
No, you can with Thiago
Fabinho ain't ultimate athletes.
Yeah, they're not.
But they're the 2 players who we kind of do moan about their lack of mobility. Like, me and Matt come in here a lot under Flacco was just so slow today. Because in our system, he's getting caught out. And Thiago runs more than he said he's ever ran. So even if he's not an athlete, he's running more than he's ever ran.
No, you're both right. Just right. Just kind of right, though. Just kind of right. Because, like, if you think about the amount of... Yeah, you kind of need to be...
Why is Bobby not effective anymore? Because he's not athletic anymore.
And what was his rotation between 2016?
No, I'm not saying why. I'm just saying when he was athletic, he was potent in our team. And as soon as his athleticism waned, all of a sudden, he's not really that effective in our team anymore.
I think what it is...
We've changed. I mean, you could argue that with Fernandinho, though, right? Or a couple of other players they've had.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Fernandinho's completely waned and was still able to play in their team because you'd have to be as athletic to play for City.
There's a reason he barely played last season.
No, but to be fair, Fernandinho kind of
and he was 37. I think it's a little bit harsh to judge him at 37.
But I think what it is though, like I said before, contrasting styles, but they kind of similar at the same time. We both counter press and press. The difference is that Man City's midfield is superior and they're able to be more intricate in midfield and tight spaces, whereas we panic at times. Not all the time, because I'm not going to be disrespectful to no midfielder that we have at our club, because when we're on our game, we can beat the majority of teams. Hence why we came second. We didn't win it. I understand that, but we came second because we're that good. However, there's a team that just does it better than us in that key area. If we can match them in that area, bro.
Yeah. Again, it's like, I'll be honest, if Thiago is playing at Man City, I don't think Thiago gets as injured.
Yeah, because he don't have to run as much, bro.
Yeah, because he keeps the they play
He doesn't have to run as much, bro.
No,
Gundogan does not run the same amount as Thiago, bro.
Gundogan probably runs more than Thiago. What are we doing?
He doesn't.
Brother, Gundogan was playing false 9.
No.
Hold on.
That means if he's playing in midfield,
if Thiago is playing midfield, yeah, he's practically doing what Gundogan does now.
But you're missing my point. The reason why Thiago wouldn't get injured as much, Thiago's not starting the games at Fulham.
No, but I'm not even going to go that far. I'm just going to say the way how they play, they're not going to. Even though Thiago's got this thing in himself where he likes to kind of like run around and whatever, I just have this feeling I know what Pep would want to do with my
City rotate, guys. Thiago wouldn't have
started. We're not denying that, but in terms of playing style, the way they would utilize Thiago will be different to how we utilize him, bro.
Do you remember Thiago against Man United at Anfield? It's probably one of these standout performances in Premier League history, right? He does that every week if he plays for City. He literally does that every week if he plays for City.
I'm not denying the fact he would run less at City, but I'm saying even if he was to run less at City or whatever, the reason he would have a longer and more sustained durability.
I get that, yeah, because of the rotation. Yeah, do you know what? Yeah,
I get your point.
Yeah, they got
I just think he wouldn't have to do as much tackling, as much running, and he wouldn't have to be as aggressive. So he'd probably get injured less, just literally based on the fact that his body will be under less pressure.
Right. So before we wrap this up, then, guys. So going through the teams. What I find kind of crazy is we sit here and all of us would say we need at least one centre midfielder and a forward before the season started, and we'd have the perfect squad, right? Regardless of personnel. We may disagree on the personnel, but we'd say we have a perfect squad, right?
Yeah.
Man United are lacking about 5 players. Arsenal may be lacking about 3.
Yeah.
Chelsea lacking 3. Tottenham lacking maybe 2. And Man City lacking 2. Again, this is a Liverpool channel. We're all Liverpool fans. We don't really like to watch what's going on in other teams because we want to have the best for ourselves. But does this kind of put to bed the narrative that there is such thing as a perfect squad, especially in the Premier League?
To a degree, yeah.
And
I think what the problem is, Cal, is the quality.
No, bro, you don't have to convince me.
City's the problem. Basically, what City have done is stopped you from being able to have a bad game. And that's why I hate them now, because they've become a team. Every other year you tried to win the league prior to the last, say, 4 or 5 years, you could have a bad game and it wouldn't be as big of a deal. People always used to be like, you got a draw, though. You're all right. A draw is a loss now. That's the level City have set in the Premier League now, that a draw is a loss. You are not allowed to have a bad day if you want to win the league. Like, you actually aren't allowed to have a bad day if you want to win the league. And the levels are just crazy. The levels of the Premier League to win it now. To be a top 4 team, not so much. But to win the Premier League, it's crazy.
Yeah, you need like...
It's unheard of. It's unprecedented. Like, I don't think Ferguson, when he was at Man United, would have been as consistent in terms of the point tally, even when he was winning. Like, City are just like 93, 97, 99, 100. Like, it's a joke how high the bar is to beat them. It's crazy. Like, it's actually crazy.
I mean, it's a fair argument to say that we've pushed the bar up as well, because without us...
No, that's fact. But because they've come out on top 4 out of the 5 times, you got to say they're the trendsetters. They are the level.
No, agreed. But would you have Stone Cold without The Rock? And like, you got to ask these questions, innit? Like,
yeah, I get
not denying. Like, without us in the league, City still they would have won 5 out of 5. Let's be honest.
Yeah,
without them in the league, we would have probably won 4 out of 5.
Yeah, we didn't win the league because we drew with Tottenham. That shit never used to be the case, because the draw with Tottenham's not a bad result.
We didn't win the league because we lost to Leicester City. The Tottenham game is expected. Remember, they dropped 6
Yeah,
points.
but just no. You're right. But you
Well,
see,
when the
business,
title race is at its hottest, Cal, that
business
draw with
end of the
Tottenham is,
season.
No,
is
but
pretty
this
much
is the
what cost
problem.
us.
We keep on looking at games towards the end of the season. It's not
but that's
them.
no, we're not. No, but
That's
business,
when it
Fulham.
mattered, though, right? That was the
business,
business.
business.
No,
No,
but
but
here's the
business.
business.
We weren't
Sorry
in a
to-
title race until January, though, if I'm not mistaken, right?
No, you're right. You're right. But
March,
why weren't we in a title race?
No,
Because
it's. I
the
hear
first,
that.
the first
You're right.
10, 11 games were a mazza.
You're right. But
I
at the
think we had
same
like
time,
5 draws in the first 10 or first 11 games. That's
I hear
unacceptable.
you. But what I was gonna say is, even though the damage can be done at the first point of the season, business end of the season, you know what is needed. So even though you're contemplating about what could have been, business end of the season, you know you got to go Spurs and get a result. You have to. Like it's imperative that you go and do that.
And we played badly in that.
We was unable to do that. I can't. Do you know what it is? It's fine margins, and even though we give other teams their props, Man City, it's fine margins. I cannot lie to you. It's just frustrating because the fine margins, we know that we could change if we just had that little bit more.
Let me ask you guys a question.
There you go.
If I said to you, you're playing Tottenham, you have to win the game and you win the league. Or if I said to you, you're playing Brentford, you have to win the game and you win the league. Which game would you rather play?
No, I hear that. You pick
Hold
Brentford.
on. I got
No,
more.
I hear that.
If I said you've got to beat Tottenham or you've got to beat Brighton at home, which one are we taking, guys?
Brighton.
All right. If I said to you, you've got to beat Leicester, who were depleted. Remember the Leicester team we played that day?
Yeah, it was a terrible day.
That
That was a terrible day.
That's why the game against Fulham, for example, we could be sitting here in May saying, bloody hell, third season in a row or second season in a row, we've lost the league to City by a point. And automatically, we're going to look at the most recent draw, the most recent loss. It's games like the Fulham game.
I agree with you. And that's maybe why you can't just isolate any result. But at the point where we drew with Tottenham, it was win the game, put the pressure on them, and we win the title.
Apologies.
And remember, they actually did draw the game with West Ham. So if we'd have beat Tottenham, but the way West Ham were playing, I think it was likely that result could have happened more if we'd have just got that win, because the pressure would have been on City as well. So if they played that well against West Ham without pressure, if we'd have beat Tottenham, they would have been under more pressure. So there's a possibility it could have still been the same result. Do you know what I mean?
Maybe. Boy, well, it's interesting to look at those. I'll be honest. Spurs and City, the only two squads, in my opinion, that rival us. Chelsea,
if they get their players.
But it's a big if. If they get what they want, maybe. But right now, it's Spurs and City.
Yeah.
Spurs and City.
I think Spurs could be very dangerous. And you know what? We laugh when we banter Man United, but if they find rhythm, top four is not out of their grasp for me.
I can't see how they do it. Like so many things would have to go their way. Their squad's just not up to standard, bro.
I know, but once the players get used to Ten Hag's system, I think it will be a little bit easier for them. It's still fresh at the moment, so it'll be interesting.
Playing Harry Maguire in a high line, bro.
I don't think Harry Maguire plays once Varane's fit, you know. I think he goes Varane and Martinez.
How long is Varane going to stay fit?
Yeah, I get that. But
I think Man U in big trouble, man.
If Bailly stays and doesn't go, I think eventually Ten Hag will play Bailly over Maguire as well.
But again, if he's going to stay, is he going to stay fit?
That's the case. He is one of the most injury-prone players I've ever seen in my life.
They would have to have so many things go right for them. And bro, midfield, McTominay.
Well, they got Rabiot now as well. We forgot to add that.
Serious? Is that the name you're bringing to the table, Jim?
He's better than McTominay.
Maybe on the football pitch. Off the pitch, is he?
Yeah, he's a mazza off the pitch, though.
Right.
He's literally the worst attitude you want walking into a dressing room that's already got issues.
You might as well get him, Cardi, and Balotelli.
You know what he is? He's the guy who turns up and you done told everybody it is not going to be one of those bachelor parties. Like, you just about let man have alcohol, and then he turns up with a stripper. He's that kind of guy. like you done told, man, it's not one of them bachelor
And
parties.
puts it on social media as well, innit?
It's a myth, bro. It's a myth.
Man's over there like, hey. Now you're getting phone calls from the missus. You said you weren't going to stripper. Tell her to get off our bed. Like, you just get some very, very political.
Bro, man said bachelor party at the house, you know, bro. That's peak, bro.
That's Rabio, bro.
I ain't having no bachelor party at my house, bro.
So let me ask you then, guys. I have to use his name because he's the only one we've kind of been linked with. If Mateus Nunes signs before the window shuts,
or a new contract, apparently.
I'm talking about for Liverpool. If he signs the deal for Liverpool and every other team stays the same. In fact, Bun, if the other teams do what they do, but we get Nunes, do we win this league?
If we get Nunes in,
I would still say no, but I think it will be like it was this season with Nunes, like right to the wire, and it could happen. I would still put my money on City, but I would say we push them right to the end if we get a midfielder.
it all depends on how quickly how quickly he settles in. You know, if he settles in,
no disrespect to other midfielders, but even if he doesn't settle in, he's still going to be better on the ball than.
No, but we can't say that
because here's the problem, guys.
No,
Nunes comes in, right?
Yeah.
Thiago's already gone. So one of the other guys that we've got a problem with still plays even if Nunes came in, and that's where the issues are.
All right, but again, no disrespect, and everyone knows how much I rate him. Is Nunes better than Harvey Elliott?
I mean, from the evidence we have.
Come on. Let's be real. Let's just answer.
No, from the evidence we have, yes.
Yeah.
Is he better than Curtis Jones?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Is he better than James Milner?
Yeah.
At this stage of Milner's career, yeah.
Is he better than? I'm trying to think of the other names. Is he better than
Naby?
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying Naby.
I'm not even in the conversation.
I'm not saying Naby now because as I'm getting to, you're right. Thiago's out. But instead of it being Flacco, Keita, and one of the others,
yeah,
it's Flacco, Keita, and Nunes.
Yeah, well, no, it'll be Flacco, Hendo, and Nunes.
No, I told you I'm not accepting Hendo.
We're not doing the 18.
Klopp is never playing Keita over.
Yeah,
Hendo.
this isn't about Klopp right now.
It's not about Klopp, bro.
No, but I'm just letting you know. There's no plan.
Well, if he does that, then it means we can talk about that.
Well, if he does that, then regardless of who we get in midfield, then that's the issue.
No, because if Thiago was fit, then I do believe that he would drop Henderson for Nunes. So that's what I'm saying. The problem is anytime it's Naby or Ox or Jones up against Henderson, Henderson's winning. But if you bring somebody else in and Thiago and Flacco are fit, then
Nuno takes Hendo out of the team.
Not if Thiago's injured, bro.
He has to. He has
to. No,
to.
because he'll play instead of Thiago.
He can't.
No, he can't, bro.
I'm just trying to get you lot to understand reality, boys. This is what
it's not even about reality. I can honestly see him doing, even if it's not Naby, I can see him doing a Harvey Elliott thing. Harvey Elliott right, Nunes left, Fabinho as the 6. That's what I know. We're not going to
buy anybody. I remember when they teased us with Barella a couple of weeks ago. Like, I don't like that shit. So.
The Nunes thing has picked up a little bit, though. I can't lie. There's a few reports coming out tonight that it's picking up, but again, there's nothing big. But it's gonna be like that until Liverpool, until the transfer window finishes. To be fair. So yeah, man.
Well, people, thank you.
We got the supers. We got the supers, guys.
Yes, you're right. All right, Cartel. It's a Cartel Cannavaro. Guys, have you read Pep Linda's new book? I'm not going to call it that because it's not called that. I've not read it. No,
I haven't
read it. No.
Pep has been told Silva to leave for 80 mil and Paqueta or Jude.
Wouldn't surprise me. I can't front.
Again,
how are we feeling about if they still Jude then?
Brother, you know my feelings.
It's not a guarantee. It's never been a guarantee.
I don't ever think we were going to get Jude. I think that's just been put out there to kind of appease Liverpool fans in the same way the Mbappe one was. Remember?
I can
2018.
Yeah.
Mbappe 2020 we heard. Hashtag Mbappe 2020. Hashtag 2021. Hashtag 2022. Sign a new contract.
CMT.
Pep Guardiola says, FY also, I love this channel, but I hope you come second. That's fair enough. Bless you, though.
Big up. Yeah, big up.
Big up, man.
Pimping the Stress says, big up, G's. Cal, you're a family man.
Bro.
How do you know about swiping left and right? No, I can answer this.
The movies.
You've got friends in it. You've got friends that have had that experience.
How many of us have them?
I can.
You got friends that had that experience.
I've got friends who speak to me about it.
See?
Sims 10, you're saying I'm negative. Okay.
What?
Come back to me when we get Jude Bellingham and I'll be here for all the smoke, Sim. But if I'm right, then you come back on here and I smoke you. Kadir says, Kopish after heartbreak hits different. Love, brothers. Oh, Kadir. Hope you're well, man.
Yeah. No, I hope you're blessed, brother.
Hope you're right.
At first, I thought he was just talking about the Liverpool issues, but then I realized that it might be a real life issue.
Yeah. No, love, brother.
AM Elliot is a winger,
blessed, my bro.
though he's played there the majority of his career so far. He had, all right, so he may have lined up there, but doesn't mean he's a winger. In the same way, Coutinho's never been a winger. He's been a player who plays in that position, but he's not a winger. He's not for our system.
Yeah, that's what it is. Because I think Elliot playing out wide for Man City could be all right. I think it's the way we play where it doesn't work. Him being out there, do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Jamrock says Silva and De Jong valuations are the same. Simple swap.
That would actually be.
Like I said, it wouldn't surprise me, Jamrock. That's why I said that. Man City,
I'm alright with
it. They get one another too. They get a Nunez or De Jong.
They swapped De Jong for Silva. I'm all right.
No, I'm not all right with that. That's still a quality midfielder. It might not be the same. He's not the same profile, but he's still a top quality midfielder, bro. We can't front, bro.
Quality, but he's not as good as what they're losing.
No, but he's still a top quality.
He brings something different that can still.
Do you know what it is, Cal?
I hear you. I'm not diminishing. He's not.
Let me ask you this.
What they've got.
Let me ask you this. This is the way how I look at it. Let's say that happens. Would you still say that? Does De Jong still walk into our midfield? Yes or no?
I've got a little bit of a controversial opinion on it.
Oh my God.
I don't think he's as effective as an 8.
Does De Jong get into our midfield? Regardless of where does he get into our midfield?
Of course he does.
That's my argument, bro.
No, but me and you might get into our midfield. Again, I'm not even trying to take the mick, but getting into our midfield right now is not a great achievement.
Man, so you just got to be available, you know.
I didn't know our midfield was that bad, you know. Cal actually just went Super Saiyan there.
Oh, Thiago's not available right now.
Do you know, I reckon deep down, Cal knows with my technical ability, I can get to Liverpool's midfield if I'm available.
I'm sorry, I'm kind of just saying what most people don't want to say. Like, let's be honest, our midfield is not up to par.
Do you see when you man laughed at me when I said we need surgery? I want playing.
Our starting midfield, if everyone's fit, is brilliant.
Yeah, when everyone's fit, they're never fit, bro.
I'm just saying what a lot of people don't want to kind of hear or say. Sean says Liverpool would be willing to pay Matheus Nunes 60 mil release clause. I'll believe when I see it, Sean, bro.
Keep an eye on it though, because you know what it is. The Nunes thing was the same thing. Liverpool prepared, and then out of nowhere, bang, agreed to fee. I'm not saying it can happen, but I'm just saying maybe it's one to keep an eye on. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not trying to get no one gassed. I don't know no more. I'm just saying.
Centurion says, where will Fergie finish in this era?
That's a tough one.
That's hard because I don't know it depends on the type of financial.
I mean, if you're using logic and you're putting him at Man United with what's going on at Man United right now with the Glazers, and you put the fact that even when Man United were at their peak, he barely bust 90 points. I don't know. He's still an absolute legend of the Premier League, of course, probably the best manager in Premier League history. But I'm just saying, if you're going on logic, which is the only thing you can go off, if he barely bust 90 points as it was, and then you look at the way the Glazers are running things, he possibly could struggle. Yeah,
no, I think he gets third or fourth. I can't lie.
I
think he struggled against Pep and us personally.
Now that team he won the league with before he retired isn't even finishing top 4 in this current Premier League.
But that's my point, though. The fact that he got that team to win the league for me kind of solidifies him. And the reason why I think
Yeah, but look at the ops though. Look at the
no,
ops
I hear that. But another thing you got to realize as well, he had wrapped up the season sometimes with 4, 5, sometimes 6 games to go. He's not going to go hard in the last few games. So even though the point tally might not be mad, you also got to look at the context around it. If he knows he's got to play hard from to right to the end of the season, we might see a different situation. All I know is Fergie at Man United with this group of players, he would get top 4 with them. He's that guy. He'd minimum get top 4.
Yeah, because they're not actually that bad. So
no, but Man United.
But we're talking about title. Right. We're talking about winning the league, though, isn't it?
As things stand right now, Man United have no right to be in the top 4. But Fergie would make sure they're top 4 team.
But you know what's mad? We're saying that, but we all thought they would push Liverpool and City last season. So I don't actually know.
I didn't think that.
Don't put me in that drift.
I'm not saying win the league, but we definitely thought third was easily Man United.
You said that.
All right. The majority of people thought third was Man U's.
Yeah.
The majority of people. So the squad's not as bad.
From quite early, and I got ridiculed for it. I for you says after Fulham, you will need to beat City or one off the top 6 to beat City and win more games against the big 6 in City. We will win. Come on, City. I'm guessing you're a City fan.
I get his logic.
No, it's spot on.
To rely on like basically Chelsea beat City twice, but we beat Chelsea, so we make up those points we lost with that draw. So I get what he means. Yeah.
Low key, Gallagher would actually do wonders at Liverpool.
I think he'd bring the energy that we need.
So again, Rodrigo, this isn't. I hope you don't think this is disrespectful to your super chat because it's not aimed to be. But again, does Gallagher get into City's midfield?
Not as a starter, but I don't think it's far-fetched to say he could be a squad player for them.
Yeah, I think Gallagher. I think Gallagher's a good player, but I think it's difference between playing for Palace and playing for like Liverpool City. He's got talent, though. I will say that. He's got talent, but I just don't know whether. Yeah,
his energy would be what would be good for Liverpool.
Yeah, I don't know how far the ceiling would
technical
be.
Ability,
level,
but his energy would be good for Liverpool.
I'll ask again. Does Gallagher get into City's midfield?
Oh no, not right now. No.
All right.
No.
So that's the level I want at Liverpool.
But that's what I'm.
A player like, if I was to sit here and ask you both, does Thiago get into City's midfield, guys? What's the answer?
But that's what I was talking about.
But
Frankie,
Nunes wouldn't get into City's midfield.
He'd push closer than Gallagher.
No, he would push closer than Gallagher, but he wouldn't get in there.
Nah, do you know what? Nunes is knocking on the door. You know, where knocking
on the door.
Where Pep's got a decision. Though.
Come on, De Bruyne, Silva, and Rodrigo.
Bro, the only reason I
said about him.
Yeah, but he's not getting in there over one of them 3.
The man said he's special, blood.
But who gets closer, Nunes or Gallagher?
Yeah. He gets closer. Of course he does.
So that's what I want.
Uncomfortable conversations I had.
I want a player in our team that we go, we can actually have a debate with a City fan. Like big up to Big Steve and Daps. If they were on the channel right now and they said, who's getting in our midfield from Liverpool, but don't name Fabinho or Thiago, we're going to have to switch our cameras and mics off and go into another stream. We'd have to.
Yeah, it's true. I can't bring nothing still.
Jamrock says, why didn't the fan base see the midfield issue last year? We did. Jamrock,
we did, bro. We did.
I
said the midfield. Bro, I said the midfield needed surgery, bro.
We saw it, Jamrock. Dean says, Cal De Jong can work as a box-to-box or 8. His forward passing and ball carrying numbers are crazy high. But Klopp's starting to pee me off now, not going to lie. I'm smiling because I just had a deja vu moment. I literally had a deja vu moment.
Big up Dean. We ain't seen Dean in a minute as well.
Big up yourself, bro.
Yeah, De Jong walks into our midfield, but I don't think he would be as effective as an 8 as other players would.
Let me ask you this. Could he at least do what Wijnaldum did back in the day, in your opinion?
I rate Wijnaldum very high. I think he's our most disrespected player under the Klopp era.
No, but I'm saying, can De Jong do what he can do, bro? Or vice versa? You don't think De Jong?
Not defensively, Matt, but in terms of like keeping possession and ball retention and stuff.
Frankie De Jong, if there's one thing you can't say about him, you see when you talk about keeping the ball, bro, you're not De Jong keeps the ball, bro.
But this is my point. So
not defensively, just if made it.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Defensively, Wijnaldum's ahead of him. Ball retention is it's De Jong. But
I don't. Ronaldo's ball retention is impeccable.
no, but De Jong's for me is ahead of his. He's more pressure resistant than
That's
Ronaldo.
great.
Ronaldo in my
Agreed.
opinion.
Peak Ronaldo at Liverpool. I don't know.
Yeah, I would. But goals and assists, I'm going Genie.
Yeah, Gini's more of a goal threat. We've seen what Gini can do. But I think if you're talking about,
that's why I'm still going Genie over De Jong.
Okay.
I'll go peak Genie over De Jong. Yeah, I would. Not this 32-year-old Genie, but peak Genie. Yeah, I'm going Genie over De Jong.
Well, boys and girls, there you have it. Let us know in the comments below around the different squads in the Big Six. Has this changed your opinion on whether Liverpool will die by the sword if we don't get a centre midfielder? Has it reiterated the need for a centre midfielder when you look at what City have got and when you look at Tottenham? It'd be very interesting to see what you
Can I ask Matt a quick question? Have you heard about your boy getting caught round the back with a cigarette?
Who's that?
Who's that?
Cigarette. Oh, you ain't seen it?
Who?
Oh, yeah. Your boy Variety.
No,
bro.
who? Variety.
Yeah, bro. Man got caught smoking. Mad.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. Variety's still sick. He walks into our midfield.
I'm not gonna lie though, bro. If you're smoking cigarettes in pre-season, you're not serious about your career.
If you're smoking cigarettes and still better than our midfield, you're doing a lot still. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Variety's serious. I didn't even know this.
There's quite a few men that still smoke, you know.
Remember Wilshere in the pool smoking the ciggy.
Oh, there's quite a few men in football that smoke.
I know, but if you smoke cigarettes and you're an athlete, then you're not taking your career seriously.
I'm not gonna lie. If there's one thing about Italy, and I have to keep it real, them man there and the cigarette thing is kind of mad. And I can go from being in like a cigarette smoker, well, used to be a cigarette smoker, shall I say? Because if I'm not mistaken, they used to allow the managers to smoke in the dugout. Remember, one of the managers used to smoke back in the day.
I know, but the manager's not running around, bro.
No, but that's still kind of mad though. Like, should be there in football, in sport anyway.
No, I hear that, but like, he's not the one whose lungs need that capacity for the night.
Regardless, you're how can you be the manager, bunning things out, and you're talking to the players? That don't, bro, that's mad. That's wild, bro.
No, but like I said, you know, do what I say, not what I do. Ain't that what people say?
No, but you can't do that, bro.
Yeah. It's bad habit, man.
Yeah.
Rooney, that's pretty much what did Rooney and Zidane used to smoke.
I'm
not gonna lie.
Zidane, but that was a different era, though, isn't it? Like life is different.
Bro, Zidane actually aged gracefully, but Rooney, on the other hand, I'm not gonna lie.
Tony Adams was drunk on game days. It was a different time.
Them man, they've done the most still.
Right, but people, thank you all for tuning in.
Rush hour, cigar weed.
Like button. And until we see you tomorrow, stay safe, stay blessed. We are Kopish and right people. Take care.
Peace.
Cigar weed.